Hello and welcome to Girl Scouts Troop Financial Management. This training will address why troops earn money, troop financial policies, how troops earn money, tips for working with girls, tracking funds, and sponsorships, donations, and grants. The key resource we will be referring to today is called Troop Financial Management, and it can be found on our website under this webcast link, as well as in your Troop Startup Binder. Managing troop finance policies and procedures are also outlined in Chapter 5 of the Volunteer Essentials Handbook. One of the most important steps of the troop financial management process is opening your troop's bank account. Volunteers must open an account within 30 days of receiving their welcome letter. If you have not opened your account or are taking over leadership of an existing account, we encourage you to view the Troop Checking Account Procedures packet or watch the recording on our council's website to assist you with this process. Why do Girl Scouts participate in money earning? Money can be used to fund activities, go on troop trips, purchase uniforms, badges, and awards, buy resources like the Girls Guide to Girl Scouting and Journeys, do a service project, purchase supplies for troop meetings, and don't forget to pay for all of the girls to get registered again next year. There are important financial policies that must be followed, and they include money earned by the girls is for the benefit of all girls in the troop and must be spent on Girl Scout activities. Also, money should be spent in the year the funds are earned, unless the troop has a long-term plan for spending the funds. Next, it is important to note that the funds belong to the troop as a whole. IRS guidelines for charitable organizations state that troops are prohibited from keeping separate individual girl accounts. All funds should benefit all girls. Also, only registered approved troop leaders and troop assistants can handle or manage troop funds. And finally, troop leaders should involve the girls as much as possible as their grade level and skills allow. It will be critical to keep accurate records of your troop money. You need to establish a clear and understandable accounting system to keep track of income and expenses. Here are some ideas. All money, even cash, should be deposited in the troop account within 3 days. There should be a receipt kept for all purchases and all income. All expenses should be paid by troop check or debit card. If a signer on the account has made an out-of-pocket purchase, a different authorized signer should write the check for reimbursement. And troop leaders should consistently share financial information with parents. At the end of the year, you will submit the annual financial report, so the better you keep track of your finances throughout the year, the easier it will be to submit this report. There are 2 common troop money management techniques. First, the common pot. This is usually used by younger troops and new troops, but will work for all grade levels. This is when all the money that comes in is divided equally among the girls. The second method is the tracked money with a common pot. This is used by troops that are planning more complicated, expensive activities like a trip to Savannah, or if the girls have individual goals and troop goals. This technique allows for a percentage of the money earned going into the troop common pot and an additional percentage to be tracked individually for each girl. Troops should decide at the beginning of the year which tracking method they will use. Troops should also decide how money will be handled if a girl is to transfer to another troop. A portion of the troop's funds may follow this girl to her new troop. Troops can earn money in 2 ways. The first is council-sponsored product programs. This means the Fall Product Program and Cookie Program. These are Girl Scout authorized products in which members participate as part of the Girl Scout program. Council-sponsored product programs are always the first activities a troop should participate in to earn money. It allows for a troop to receive proceeds through a proven program and comes with sales, program, and marketing materials to support girls to run a great business. Your troop should plan to participate in the Fall Product and Cookie Program. Last year, our girls in Western Ohio earned over $2,233,000 in troop proceeds, and that is a lot of money for our girls. The second way to earn money is called group money earning. This refers to activities organized by the troop that are planned and carried out by girls and that earn money for the troop. Notice the term money earning, not fundraising. We say this because girls are actually doing something to earn the money. Approved money earning activities cannot compete during the same time as the council-sponsored product sales. Here are some activities that are allowed by the council. They include drives, like recycling and yard sales, entertainment, like talent shows and face painting, food, including spaghetti dinners and bake sales, or services, like a car wash or babysitting. Some activities are not allowed to be done for money earning. First, girls are not allowed to directly solicit cash for another organization because it is against IRS nonprofit policy. This includes walkathons or telethons while in uniform. Your troop can, however, support another organization through Take Action projects or by making a donation from your troop account. Additionally, girls are not allowed to use games of chance like a raffle or bingo, since girls cannot participate in the activity. And Girl Scouts forbids product demonstration parties where the use of the Girl Scout trademark increases revenue for other businesses. For example, in-home product parties. Now that you understand why and how troops participate in money earning, here are the steps on how to implement money earning with your girls. You should be using the 3 Girl Scout program processes with your girls, and they include girl-led, experiential learning, and cooperative learning. The way to do this is to involve the girls throughout every step of the planning and implementation process. You can do this by have the girls identify what they need money for, what activities, trips, and service projects. Then help them research how much money it will take to pay for everything. Have the girls set a goal about how much they want to earn. Break it down into direct steps. How much will we earn from the fall product and cookie programs? How much do we need to make with an additional money earning activity? Allow the girls to brainstorm ideas on how to earn the money. After the brainstorming session is over, go through the list and narrow it down based on feasibility and money earning policies. Now that you know what the troop wants to do, stop the process here. You must first acquire approval for the project before the girls can implement it. You can do this by submitting an approval for an additional troop money earning project form to your service unit chair. This form can be found on the Girl Scouts of Western Ohio website. Once you acquire her signature, start to involve the girls in the planning process. Help them create the supply list, the budget, the timeline. Next, the girls will directly implement the activity. And finally, evaluate with girls after the activity is complete. Did we reach our goal? What worked well? What should we do differently next time? There may be times when troops are thinking about or are approached by a potential sponsor, donor, or your troop is interested in pursuing a grant. Before considering one of these options, it is important to know that Girl Scouts of the USA and Girl Scouts of Western Ohio have strict policies about contacting corporations or foundations. This is because council staff have relationships with many corporations and foundations, which they solicit for council-wide program support to ensure that all girls in the community have an opportunity to participate in Girl Scouting. This is one of the main reasons why volunteers must obtain permission before seeking financial support from a sponsor. You can do this by completing the project funding approval form, which can be found on our council website. For more information on working with a sponsor, you can always contact your council office. If a financial gift is received, it should be reflected in the troop financial records and report. Troops may accept unsolicited donations from community and civic organizations. Here are a few guidelines. Girls may not directly solicit funds from individuals or organizations. Adults must be the signers asking for the donation. Troops must obtain prior permission by submitting the project funding approval form to their service unit chair. Troops may receive a donation from any one or individual or organization for no more than $250 during the membership year, including a single donation or a cumulative donation. Any donation amount over $250 must be turned into your council office and will be the responsibility of Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. These funds will be directed to the general fund to support program delivery for all girls. The exception to this rule is if the troop is planning a big trip or is earning their highest award. If donors are requesting a letter of acknowledgement for any amount, the funds should be turned into your regional Girl Scout Center using a Girl Scout donor form. Girl Scouts of Western Ohio will then send the donor a letter and reissue the funds to the troop. Remember, all cash donations must be reported on the troop annual financial report. All troop finances are considered assets of Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. In order to ensure compliance with the IRS and audit guidelines, Girl Scouts of Western Ohio has the following policies regarding grants and individuals and organizations to Girl Scout troops. You will see these are the same expectations as with donations. Girls may not directly solicit funds from individuals or organizations. Adults need to be the signers on the donation ask. Individual troops may not solicit grants or financial donations from foundations or corporations. Troops may receive up to $250 during a membership year from companies that offer volunteer matching gifts. These funds are to be used for special service projects conducted by the troop. In order to receive funds, troop must receive prior permission and submit a project funding approval form to the Director of Regional Services and have a current financial report on file with your regional office. And finally, all Girl Scout troops are required to submit the information regarding their troop finances annually as part of the reappointment process. Every troop is required to submit a troop finance report by July 31st, along with a copy of their bank statement. This is the same report you have provided information on when you opened your checking account. You can submit this form on the Council website or in the Volunteer Toolkit. Information needed on this form is basic troop and bank account information, income information, your expenses, and remember before you hit submit to make yourself a copy, then hit submit. If there is an error with the form, the system will not accept your submission and will let you know that there is an error occurring and give you the opportunity to correct it. If you do not get an error message, then you can accept that the financial report was submitted correctly. We've talked about several forms today, so let's do a quick recap of these forms and how they can help you. Approval for additional troop money earning project. This form is for a project, like a bake sale, and it is sent to the service unit chair for approval prior to the activity. Project funding approval form. This is for securing a sponsorship, donation, or grant, and is sent to the council office for the regional director to approve prior to solicitation. Girl Scout donor form. This is to request the council acknowledge a donation of any amount, and you can turn this in to your council office. And finally, the troop financial report. This is required when opening a checking account and at the end of each troop year. If you have any additional questions, do not hesitate to contact your community engagement manager or our customer care team at 1-888-350-5090 or email us at customerservice@gswo.org. Thank you for watching and have a great Girl Scout year.